I am your host, Ray Ireland, and you are listening to the Soul Aligned podcast, where we help high-achieving leaders and driven visionaries do what you love and live your purpose today. So today we're going to be talking about vacation vibes. So these are daily rituals for recharging, and you might notice I've been on some vacation vibes for sure, or sometimes what I like to call the stay spa, Ray's stay spa. So welcome. So I'm going to share with you some of my daily rituals for recharging, because these are the things that have helped me grow my business to 6 figures and plus. They have helped me create beautiful relationships, friendships, dynamics with my family, connection to myself, and also a deep connection to spirit and trust and God. And it's been everything. I have definitely noticed and witnessed that when I get off of my vacation vibes, because I think I should be working harder, or I should be acting more professional, or this or that, it's like all of a sudden my energy shifts and things don't work. I have experienced this time and time again as a business owner, where I'm pushing and things are not working, literally until the moment. Usually if I've been pushing for a while, it'll take about 3 weeks, sometimes 2, of just full vacation vibes. And all of a sudden, here come the sales calls, here come the connections, and things start moving in their easy, organic flow. Let me also make sure that I say this, is that vacation vibes does not mean that you're chilling on the beach all day long. It means that you have set up the structure and systems in your business, and you have clear, data-proven strategies that help you create a powerful, grounded foundation for your business and your life, like your health and your relationships, so that way you can be able to be more in the flow and find your vacation vibes and enjoy them. Because no one likes to be on vacation when you're just stressing about work or what needs to be done or what you should be doing. It's really a time to get into the true vibe of being on vacation, when you're in that relaxed state, you're at that peaceful state, and when you know everything is perfect just as it is. So I'm just going to share a quick story, because I used to only be able to find my vacation vibes if I was on vacation, or if I was traveling somewhere amazing, somewhere exotic, somewhere new. And what I started to notice was I had to go travel to find these. And then when I was home, I'd get into my work mode. Or maybe once you get back to your job, and all of a sudden you're back at your desk and you have to do everything perfect. So here's the key, is actually decoding what you did on your vacation or during your travels, and understanding what are those elements that helped create that experience of freedom and liberation and going with the flow and being in the right place at the right time. So that way you can recreate it in your daily life or your work life. So I'm going to share with you some of my top rituals that I use daily for recharging. And I'm going to break it down from the very beginning of my day all the way to the end. And I hope this is inspiring to you, so that way you can also create your own daily rituals for recharging. So that way you can be in these vacation vibes as well and be able to tune into them whenever you need. So first things first, we'll use this as my sheet. So I'm in bed and I wake up, and the first thing I do is I just start thinking about, wow, I'm so grateful. What am I grateful for this morning? And I go through the list and I think of as many things or situations or experiences that I'm so deeply grateful for. And I honestly just say, thank you. Thank you for giving me this. Thank you for giving me this. And it just codes and sets up my mind to be in a state of gratitude before I'm even really fully awake or out of bed. So I get out of bed, and the next daily ritual that I do is I immediately go and find my meditation posture, whatever that looks like for the day. Usually it's just sitting on, a little pillow on the ground, and I meditate for 10 to 40 minutes, depending on the day and what I have going on. So this meditation really clears up my mental space, so that way I can be really stepping into the observer before anything is even coming into my space. I love doing this first thing in the morning because that's when my mind's the clearest. After that, I love taking care of my body. So you can see I'm kind of going through what is basically a mind, body, soul experience. So then I go into my body and I do lemon water and then I drink celery juice. This is really great for the liver. It also just makes me feel awesome, like really energized and excited for the day. The next thing I love doing, this I don't do every single day, but some days I do. I go out for a morning walk just to get that fresh air flowing. I love doing some sort of exercise where my body's moving. If I'm outside, even better, just to get the blood flowing, and to remind myself like, oh yeah, this is a freaking working awesome body, so maybe that's a circ session, maybe it's a dance class, maybe it's a yoga class, maybe it's just a walk or a hike outside. It really just depends on what the day is holding. So after that, I love tuning into mantras, and sometimes I'll do that during my exercise, but tuning into ideas that I want to remember. Sometimes these are ideas about myself. I think sometimes I actually forget who I am. Do you ever wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, like what? Like what's going on here? So if we get inundated with surprises and stimulus and Instagram and Facebook and, news and all of these things, it can remind us that we're in a really intense or crappy or stressful situation or experience of life. So what I like to do is make sure that I remind myself of all the other parts of me. So I remind myself with mantras that I'm strong, I'm empowered, I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm grateful, I'm flexible, I'm free. Whatever those things resonate with you, that's what I suggest doing during the mantra time. And then here's the cherry on top is to always add in just a little bit of music. Music is such a beautiful frequency to attune to, whatever kind of music you want. Really, I'm all for, if you want to get down with your 90s hip hop, or you want to put on that psychedelic rock, or rock out to some metal, or maybe you do want to be in that meditation, peaceful Tibetan singing bowls vibe. Whatever it is that would serve you, depending on the day, whatever your energy is, match it with the music and really experience yourself fully through the frequency of music. So there's a way that you can remember the key points, and I call this the 3 M's. So we have mantra, meditation, and movement. And sometimes I actually add in a 4th, which is the music. So I love to really remind myself, okay, where am I getting my 4 M's today? And then throughout the day, I remember, okay, when I'm on vacation, I am planning things. It's not that we're not planning. Sometimes we are. We're like, oh, well, I'm on vacation, so I want to go to this place for lunch, or I want to do this fun thing. But what I found is that there's a little bit more of an ease and a flow to the structure that is created for the day. Now, if you're running a business, I know that this can be difficult because you have client calls and, deadlines and stuff like that. So wherever you feel like you can actually create a little bit more flexibility, that's what I inspire you to do, is to just energetically tune down the frequency of tension, of needing to be at a certain place at a certain time. Again, delegate what does need to do that. So client calls, deadlines, maybe team meetings, things like this. You do want to be on time. You want to show up. You want to respect it. And when you're respecting your work from a deep place of knowing, then you can also find a little bit more of that ease and grace in your work schedule as well. And this is really dedicated, to entrepreneurs and business owners. Another ritual that I love doing is just taking breaks throughout the day and going for a walk, getting outside, getting that fresh air. Literally some days, I have a big, beautiful backyard, so some days I'm super blessed and I'll just go lay on the grass or lay outside and put my feet on the dirt, on the ground. This is really, really grounding. There's actually been many scientific studies that show that putting your feet or your hands in soil is physically and chemically grounding. So I really suggest adding this into your daily rituals to get into that vacation vibe. Also just taking care of yourself, your food, the nourishment that you're feeding to your soul and your body? What are you putting into your body, both food and drink? Make sure that it's aligned. And this is where you can really actually tune into, intuitive eating and become aware of what your body is really craving, and then support it in getting those nutrients. Other rituals that I use for recharging are connected to playing music consistently throughout the day, also doing things that inspire me. So maybe sometimes we'll have these moments in between the day where we have 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes of kind of like, what do I do here at this time? So you could use that time to get things done off your to-do list, which sometimes is the best way to go about it. Other times there might not be as many pressing things, and I really, really suggest filling up that time and space with things that inspire you. So I always work with my guitar right next to me. I'm a musician. So when I have a little bit of time, or my keyboard is right next to me as well, then I just pick up my instrument and I start playing music, or, I sing an old song, or I write something new. Sometimes I'll even journal, pull out my journal. I definitely suggest journaling at least once a day, even if it's just a paragraph all the way to like 5 pages. So really filling yourself up with inspiration throughout your day is going to be key to those vacation vibrations. What else? We also have, once it starts getting closer to the evening, start to allow your body to wind down. I think so often, and I used to do this all the time, is that I would work so hard and go all the way into the night. And so I didn't actually have that time to unwind. This unwind time is really important, and it's really precious for our relationships as well. This is when you get to, nourish your body again with your dinner, or just like let your mind calm down and center. So I love dedicating the evenings to myself. And really, for each of you that are watching this, you want to create your own, what I like to call, freedom schedule that gives you this experience of a vacation vibe. Other things that I love doing are, again, getting out into nature. I noticed that whenever I would be able to jump into the ocean or into a body of water, I would all of a sudden feel so connected and aligned. And if we talk about kind of my body's setup, like I have a lot of earth and fire in me. And so you might know, like through Ayurvedic or astrology or other practices, what your makeup is. But for me, I need more water. So when I jump in the water daily, that actually, even though I'm taking time away from my workday, it actually catapults me further, and I'm able to get more stuff done. So figuring out what is your own body's makeup, and then learning where could you actually use more of the elements, whether it's fire, wind, earth, or water, and incorporate those into your daily practices. And this is really how you're going to be able to recharge at a deep cellular level. So I hope this gave you some new ideas of how you can be stepping into those vacation vibes and really enjoying every minute, because that's what we're here to do, right? Like, no one wants to be working all the time, especially if you're here watching this. I know you're an entrepreneur. You probably already have your own business, or you're ready to take it to the next level. And I have to tell you, the first thing that I do with all of my clients is we set up their freedom schedule, and we really dial it in. What does that look like? And what are the steps that need to be taken to get to actually living out that freedom calendar and that freedom schedule? Because that's what people are missing. You might be like dreaming and daydreaming of like, this would be amazing if I could be on vacation all the time. And so I'm here to tell you, you can. You just need to create the structure and create the support, so that way you can have, the finances that are supporting you, the family that's connected with you, family both blood and not, and be able to really live out your dreams. It absolutely is possible. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of tweaking and also mentorship or coaching to help you get there. So never hesitate to reach out if you're interested in working with me. I'm here for you. Find me on social media and let's have a conversation. And if I can't help you with getting into your vacation vibes, I sure as heck know someone that can. So send me a message and I'll connect with you, and let's all just get into those vacation vibes. And I'm gonna go for a little dip. See y'all later.